It's me, Cosmo. And tonight, we have another story time video for you guys. Yeah. I know how much you guys enjoy these. So, I decided, why not? I've got a few more. Oh yeah. I mean, I think we all have stories, don't we? Yeah. I don't know why, but my camera is trying to focus on something behind me. No. That's not the star of today's video. Hold on. There we go. That's better. I'm much more comfortable now. So, tonight's story is about an old, abandoned farmhouse. Yeah, that me and my roommate dared to venture into when we were kids. Well, I think if you've listened to my other story times, you'd know that me and my roommate, who I will refer to as S, had lots of adventures when we were young, and often those adventures led us to crazy places. But you know, I was a mischievous little kid, so this adventure was no different. Where I live, there are a lot of old farmhouses and ranches. And some people live in them, but some of them, well, some of them are so old and weathered that nobody lives in them anymore. And the house that we went into was one of those houses. It had been abandoned ever since I had moved into the area, probably before, but as far as I'm aware, it was always abandoned. And me and my roommate were always intrigued to see what might be inside. We really hoped that maybe it was haunted and that we could see a ghost or something. I mean, we were young kids, so at this point we believed in anything. I mostly hoped. I mean, the house was very close to where I lived, only like a couple miles down the road, so we grabbed our bikes and took off on our adventure to see if maybe the old house was haunted or had some cool stuff in it that we could look at. We had no intention of damaging or vandalizing the property in any way. We mostly wanted to go ghost hunting or, I don't know, just have a look around. My roommate also had the idea that we would try to stay in there all night, which we'll get to. So, the plan was we were going to try staying there all night and maybe catching a glimpse of something supernatural. But it was clear that as soon as we got there, we were a lot more freaked out than we were letting on. The paint on the siding was almost totally peeled off, and the windows were smashed or cracked. I don't think there was was a single, intact window on the whole building. But on top of that, the deck was falling apart, so as we walked on the deck to get to the front door, the boards creaked and cracked underneath us. Yeah, I was a little nervous about that as well. I didn't want to fall in. And, well, we tried the front door, and surprisingly enough, with a few hard tugs on the handle, it actually opened. I mean, even the door was falling apart, so it wasn't overly surprising when you think about it. We both, very hesitantly, walked inside and tried a few of the light switches, but there was no power. I mean, I'm guessing the town shut off the electricity. So we grabbed a flashlight and continued inwards. I still, well, yeah, honestly, I really remember almost all the interior very well. The walls were all this white wallpaper with pastel pink and yellow flowers. And the kitchen had an all pink design, like this old weathered magenta pink. Yeah, not pink and fabulous like me. I'm kidding. But, yeah, all the kitchen appliances were still there and were matching in the color. Like this old school, very dirty pink color. There was an upstairs, but the stairs themselves were worn and broken, and we were pretty nervous to walk up them. I mean, we didn't want them to break underneath our feet, so we didn't bother to venture up there. We also heard some, skittering sounds, and I was like, no thanks. I think it was like a raccoon or a squirrel, but still. There was a bathroom downstairs, and everything in it was the same old, worn pink color. The shower, the sink, the toilet, I mean, everything matched. Yeah, it was pretty weird. And the bathroom was gross, so we didn't stay in there very long. I'm trying to think. I mean, there wasn't very much in the house. Not much furniture or anything besides a few old wooden chairs. There might have been an old coffee table or something. I don't know. That I don't remember very well. But it was pretty empty. Until we realized there was a basement. Motorcycle. But yes, there was a basement. Neither one of us wanted to venture into the basement, but we were both so curious that we had to know what was down there. So, we ventured down. The stairs were also very broken, but we carefully walked down them and jumped into the pitch black room. Are you scared yet? It's okay. We flicked our flashlights on as quickly as we could, as we were pretty terrified. And when we looked around, we saw nothing. Yeah, the basement didn't have much of anything. A couple old cardboard boxes, but they were wet and gross. basement was actually pretty wet and moldy, so we didn't stay down there because we didn't want to breathe in any airborne molds. But we did plan on staying in the house all night. Yeah, so our night wasn't over. My goodness. There's a lot of cars and trucks and motorcycles. But anyway, we wanted to watch scary YouTube videos all night and try to stay in the house. But after about 2 or 3 hours, we started to hear weird sounds. Creaks and groans of the house really spooked us. And thinking back on it, I'm pretty sure some of the sounds we heard were animals, like we heard skittering multiple times. And that was enough for both of us to grab our backpacks and run out the door. We never went back. And a couple years later, the building was bulldozed down, so it's no longer there. But it was quite an adventure for 2 young kids, and I'll remember it for a long time. Too bad we didn't see any ghosts. But do you guys have any stories like that? Have you ever explored places that maybe you shouldn't have? I mean, this was a long time ago, like 7 or 8 years ago now. But it was a lot of fun. And we left the place exactly as we found it, so. And I mean, they bulldozed it afterwards, so I don't think it really mattered to them very much. But it was a lot of fun. Anyway, I guess that's tonight's story for you. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you sleep well, my